It's a pleasure to have you once again on the Link edition, I think the first one for 2025. We hope 2024 we served you well with information that you can use. We are continuing our discussion, and this first edition of 2025 we're discussing issues of contracts. Why some people get contracts and others don't get them renewed, and what you should do if you have a contract that is time bound. In the studio, my guest is Mr. Kenneth Kawuki, who is the head of procurement and administration at Post Bank Uganda. Basically, they deal with procurement every day. They deal with the renewing people's contracts or not. So he knows what he's going to be talking about. Kenneth, welcome.
Thank you, Sam.
Because our time is little, we start right away. Why do some people have time-bound? Why do some people who have time-bound renewable contracts? In other words, maybe I have 1 year contract, not have them renewed sometimes. What are some of the things that make some people lose their contracts from being renewed?
Thank you very much, Sam. Kenneth is my name.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to be here. Our viewers, good evening. There are basically not many reasons. There are some key reasons which we need to be mindful about.
Yeah.
So the first reason, which is the commonest, actually, is poor performance. Yes. When you don't deliver as per the metrics of the contracts, it means when it comes for renewal, when the appraisal reaches, automatically the buyer will not be motivated to renew your contract. Another one, it's more on the side of could be on the side of the buyer, also back to the providers. Okay. Another one is budget constraints. The buyer, you may have delivered, because my first point was poor performance. Yes. We have performed well, but the time due for renewal, there's limited budget.
No money.
There's no money. Yes. So, and normally, before even you renew your contract, you must confirm there's money to pay these providers, because it's not a charitable kind of relationship. So when there's no money, it means I may not renew the contract, or even you, if you don't have money, if your budget is down, you cannot serve the contract, you stand chances of not being renewed. Okay. Another one may be changes in business needs. Yes, the cheese might have moved. For example, if you're supplying us these items for this purpose, and then later maybe we kind of enter into another project. Yes. So the items we're supplying for the other project, you must have delivered very well. We have the money, but now our need has moved. It means you may not be able to give us our items as per that need. Yes. Yeah. So largely, then also sometimes it's the toxic relationship.
Explain that.
we may be having a contract, say for 1 year, but we've moved a journey whereby whereby both of us, we have the money, you have the money, we have the expert, we have
I'm meeting your needs.
You're meeting my needs. I also need the items as per. Okay, my requirement is still valid, but also we've run a very toxic journey, a very toxic relationship, day in, day out, day in, day out. We're having arbitrations here and there. We're having emergency meetings to resolve issues. So when you look at all those things, sometimes it's more of the contract management bit. So if our management between you and I was not a smooth relationship, chances are high we risk chances of not renewing the contract.
Let's hang on that, Kenneth. It's a very important thing, because the other are technical. Are you meeting the technical requirements of the contract? No? Yes, but now let's go to for me that's like human software. Yes. Toxicity. How can I, as a contractor, make sure I don't boil down to toxicity? I might be technically qualified, but there's this human software thing. How do I make sure I manage that very well so that I get a renewal?
I think you've realized nowadays organizations are investing more into what you call human capital. People speak about mental health and what. So you may you need to invest in that bit of your resources in an organization. You may have a very brilliant resource, a very good person can implement softwares for your clients, but when that person is kind of triggered slightly, they lose their temper and everything. So when you realize that this person is so good, you make sure you put them in a situation whereby maybe they can serve you, they can serve your customers well, but maybe without interacting with. So it's a process. You try to identify what the problem is, then you work on that actual problem. If you feel you cannot work without this person, then you must find ways of getting value from that person without compromising your client's need. So
sometimes I am the boss contractor, but I use an employee who has bad manners.
Yes.
Because they don't know how to handle my clients very well.
First of all, you go and negotiate these contracts as the boss. After negotiating the contracts, you step aside, you send your battalion.
You deploy it.
Yes, to go and implement. So when that happens, this is where now you be wondering, how come every time I'm getting complaints, when I send so-and-so, things are smooth and work gets done. When I send so-and-so, so you need to work on that particular person. You may be knowing, you as the employer, that this person is super good. But get value from that person. Another element how to treat that, get client feedback. Appreciate client feedback. I agree. Appreciate the feedback. Because you must not only be defensive, because the market has moved. We are no longer transactional. It's a collaborative relationship. So when I give you feedback, take it. When customers give feedback, take it, and then you work on it. So it can minimize the chances of having a toxic relationship during your contract period.
That's a very important point, Kenneth. And I do think, therefore, if I was a contractor, my takeaway would be my team composition should not only be technical, but it must be, I must train my team to also have people skills, customer relationship management.
Soft skills.
Yeah, soft skills.
Yes.
Those are very critical. Very good point. How do I increase the chances of getting a contract renewal, even when I tick all the boxes on my contract? Like, I'm good, I'm trying to have a good relationship. How do I still make sure when the year ends, like in January, they're going to renew, I get the contract?
First of all, you need to build strong relationships. During, it came out in my previous question.
Yes.
When I'm working on a given contract, let me not appear in the face of my client when I'm negotiating the contract.
Say that again.
When I'm working on a contract, I should not only appear into the face of the client when I'm negotiating the contract. When I'm bidding for the job, then you disappear. Contract signed, you disappear. You come again in, say, in November, because you knew December there's a new process. So you need to keep in the faces of your customer. Sometimes there are certain things, there are certain pressing needs that your customers feel they need to address real time. They must don't wait for the review period, the appraisal period in December to bring out, to come and appear. Then they give you all the issues they've been having from January to December. There are some issues where we can just resolve spot on, but just appearing. They may not write them here, but you realize, I think you notice, there are individuals whereby, as you're doing the appraisal at a given period, be like, you did this the other time. In Feb, you did this. But just imagine if in Feb something happens and then you pass by, or you ask for a monthly meeting, you pass by it just resolves. You realize by the time you reach, all these things have been resolved. But now by the time you reach December, you've been in the blame game. But I've just known this. You must told me.
Why didn't you tell me in time?
In time. But just imagine you were proactive enough, and then come in time. You must propose certain working solutions for your clients. Okay. Yes. Then I would also advise people to go out of box, to score out of box. Go an extra mile when you're doing these contract executions. It doesn't hurt to have a contract that says you must deliver this item in this quantity, and then for you, on top of that, you deliver that item in that quantity after a month of delivery, pass by, you ask,
are you guys happy?
Are you guys happy? Is there anything? Is it like something like that? Or you come, you propose a scheduled maintenance, which is out of the quarterly maintenance of them. I mean, it's a machine, maybe quarterly maintenance. Now, for you, because you know it's a very new machine, you can pass by to see. In a month, you propose, you send to come and look at it, propose maybe. So it means you've scored out of box, like you're going an extra mile onto your contract.
Is that what they call value add?
Yes, you add value onto your thing. Yeah,
okay.
So largely those are major things that...
Managing human relations, finally. When can I walk away from a contract renewal? Even when the contractor, the client is saying, man, I like you very much, I'm going to give it to you, but I'm saying, I need to walk away. When do I walk away?
That's kind of tricky, but it's possible.
Yes.
Yes, so when to walk away? One, if you feel, it goes back, sometimes it's budget constraint. You may feel like, I would have loved to proceed, but I don't have. I may get embarrassed.
Yes.
Yes. The company's not doing well financially, and then so if I go into this contract renewal, I may get embarrassed. Yet I've performed very well this side. Yes. Then two, the needs of the sorry, not the needs. You may reach a point whereby your ambitions have changed. Yes. Have you just seen companies that move out of markets?
They do.
Yeah. You've seen some markets in Uganda moving out, ABCD. So when in such a circumstance, assuming you have a contract with a market, so your needs or your market ambitions have changed.
Like
so
the contract is now a small one, and I've become bigger.
Yes, I've become bigger. What makes it in the market? Something like that. Then too, also, if the relationship was toxic, you're better off not embarrassing yourself.
Client is abusive of
Yes. I always urge suppliers to focus on their brand.
Yeah.
Build your brand. Have respect for it. Yeah. So in case I embarrass my brand, it doesn't sit in well to come again and then I sabotage it. The last one, which is the most important for most people that may be listening, is in the event it's not making value for you. Yeah. Monetary wise, sifunam, something like that. You're like in Fachi. So that's why I'm sure most people are focusing on that one, because it's it's the reason for their business.
Okay.
Yes. So
thank you so much, Kenneth. Our time has run out, and that's how the link is tidbits like as we go. Yes. Viewers, if you're doing contracts, I hope you heard what the procurement man said. He deals with contracts every day, so he knows what he's saying. Most important for me, the takeaway is manage the human relations between the contractor and you, rather than you, the contractor, and the client, so that you can get a renewal, but you can walk away if things are not okay. That was the link. Thank you for joining us tonight.